Hey y'all, it's Anime K-Man, and today I am going to be reviewing episode 20 of And I gotta say, this episode was actually pretty darn awesome. And let me just start out by first mentioning the cons. Now, the cons of this episode was pretty much part of its first half because literally, the villains, the knights pretty much, they go into his house, they try to capture Salis alive, and then they discover that she is not a virgin, and that's what was happening in last week's episode. So then it gets into a fight, talking like a badass kills one of the knights, and I was like, yes! But then afterwards, they literally seal the movements of Takia by throwing like these stings, like these balls, and he gets captured. And then afterwards, you have Salis commit suicide so that they can't utilize her. And then she says how much she loves Takia and all that. And all that was sweet and dandy. But then what occurred afterwards shows you some pretty terrible writing. Because instead of avenging the freaking knights that Takia fucking killed, they're like, oh no, let's just leave him behind. And then afterwards, it's revealed that they left one of their fucking animals there. So that behind, and I was like, are these fucking knights fucking stupid? Or are they fucking idiots? How the fuck can the writer not pay attention to this kind of shit? I mean, come on now. I'm a fucking anime live reactor, and I noticed this shit the moment it was on fucking screen. So how can a trained writer not fucking catch this shit when it comes to, I don't know, fucking writing it down? I'm not a trained writer, but come on now. Shouldn't there be a division of common sense when it comes to scripts? So that was a flaw in this episode, but that flaw doesn't outweigh anything. It only hampers this episode a bit because everything after that was great. Seeing the emotions of Takia when Salis dies and you see him tear up was great. It was sad, and it was especially sad because afterwards you see him become even more protective of than usual, and I like that because you see him like. Whenever Salis does something worrying, you see Takia react quickly and all that. And I find that to be sweet. You can see Takia go through more character development because, for one, now we know his main goal is to pretty much... Well, this episode pretty much shows us that his main goal is to save his daughter because at the end of the episode, his daughter, was captured. And you see him screaming and all that. And you see Salis screaming for Takia's help and all that. And those sequences were like emotionally powerful because let's just compare this to Takia on episode 1 when he was fucking taking his clothes off in the class, and now we see Takia here screaming, wanting to rescue his daughter, and with that being his main goal. Just to see how much Takia's matured as a man is a wondrous sight to see. So this episode had amazing amounts of character development for Takia. So that was really good elements about this episode. And then too, the reflector device does get captured by the Emperor's men, and now his other goal, aside from rescuing is to also get the reflector device back. So all in all, I like this. The goals of Takia are ever expanding. So we made plot progression because Salis died, Takia got captured by the Emperor, and now they're gonna utilize So a lot of things happen. Oh, and Takia gets betrayed by this girl called Sada because he meets this nice girl. Seemingly nice girl, then there's a bitch pretty much betrays him and he gets captured, which I kind of like that sequence because when the moment I said bitch, Takia says, Sarah, you bitch, and I was like, oh shit, felt like the writers read my mind there. So I kind of liked stuff like that. So I'd say overall from a story standpoint, it did great because now elevates stakes, because now this time Takia, he cannot travel back through a save point. So pretty much if he fucks up, he's fucked. So now he has to pretty much do things as perfectly as possible. So now we have the tension that we didn't have in the first few arcs. Because now there's no fucking reflector device cheat codes to save his ass. Now Takia has to use his intelligence and smarts. Because now he's only got one life. And 2, now he has to rescue his fucking daughter. Now this shit is personal. And I hope Takia teaches these knights that they fuck with the wrong daddy. So I like that element about this episode too, with the rising emotional stakes. So in all, from the story standpoint, even though there was a fumble at the start of the episode, everything else in this episode was well done, I gotta say. So yeah, that's why, and from the character standpoint, it was great. We do get to see Yuno character development, because even though her mom died and she was sad for a bit, when Yuno's mother goes inside of Yuno's body, I thought those sequences were beautiful when Yuno's like, my mom's inside me, when she tells that to Takia, then she hugs Takia. I like it because it shows you Yuno's maturity, and it also shows you how much Alice cares about her family, because she goes inside of her actual daughter and he's guiding her daughter, telling her not to say certain details about herself. That was pretty cute too. So I like that in a way. There were really multiple great elements in this episode that I really, really loved from a character standpoint. And then aside from getting Yuno's maturity, I also liked to see her. It was cool when she, even though Sarah was a bitch, it was cool to see her interact with the girl too. That was nice. So there was that. And then with the Kankan scene, when they had to abandon poor Kankan because they don't have enough food for all of them, that was a seat-sukan. So in a way, I'm kind of glad that happened, because Kankan might have been killed, poor baby dinosaur. Hopefully he's safe. So that was also another element I liked, the emotional factor. And then Takia's character development, like, to hear him just scream in rage when his wife was in danger and when he sliced that soldier was a great sequence. And then the sequence where he's protecting his daughter, mentioning, like when she lifted her daughter up when she fell in the sandstorm, or telling her things about how Mirage's work were great, seeing Takia act like a father. And I like how it's a big reversal, because remember at the start of the series, Takia was just a student in school, and now he's a teacher to his daughter, so we see things come full circle, and I love it. Love seeing Takia as a fully realized man. And this episode wouldn't have been satisfying if it wasn't for sequences where Takia acted immaturely in the first few episodes of the series. So from a character standpoint, it was perfect. Animation and art, I mean, the animation wasn't as bad as the previous two episodes, so there's that. But it could have been better, but it was average. It was average this time. Art was pretty nice, I gotta say. Oh, voice performances were amazing. Takia's actor was amazing. Celia's actress was amazing. And Yuno's actress was pretty good. So a lot of emotional performances overall. And that's why I'm going to rate this episode a 9 out of 10 without hesitation, y'all. So anyways, everyone, these are my thoughts on episode 20. Be sure to comment on your thoughts on the episode in the comment section below. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching, everyone. Have a great, safe day. Bye-bye.